source.
Yes.
Look at the source
Right.
of your strength.
Thank you. I believe every day is a great day because this is the day the Lord has made.
Why are we so afraid to use what God has given us? Wow.
It all starts in the mind.
Yes.
That was just a little weird, but okay.
Don't be tardy for the party. Come on, Nike, just do
That's
it.
a whole word, Tammy. That's
That's the whole
podcast.
episode.
Hey, are we live? Are we live? Lights, camera, action. Oh my God. I just love that intro music.
All the time. I be like, is that us? Is that really us?
Antoinette did that.
She did.
I
And
think
we're about to do it again for season 3.
Oh.
Yes. I can't
We're
wait.
about to turn it up for season 3.
Turn up.
I think we should.
Whoop, whoop.
So it is Wednesday, the first Wednesday of August. Should I say time flies? I don't even have to say that.
Time does fly.
It's obvious because it's August already. First Wednesday, we're going live, and I'm excited because we're on Facebook, which the baby boomers love. I know y'all got IG blood, but yeah.
I don't think it's just the baby boomers. I love Facebook too, you know.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm Gail, your personal. Hi, Dad.
I'm Jessica, your financial strategist.
Oh, personal development coach. Sorry.
And you can't see me, but I'm Tammy, your spiritual motivator.
Yes, so the gang's all here. Wow. So it's kind of hot everywhere, either hot or raining. So how are you ladies doing today? Jessica, you're on mute, boo.
I'm sorry. I said it's actually hot here. We actually had a little storm on yesterday, and a tree broke in front of the house. So, yeah.
Oh no. So the tree fell?
Yeah, it fell forward though. Thank God.
Yay.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well, I am still trying to recuperate from my busy weekend, and it seems like, okay, can I just get me, I really need 24 hours, I think, to regroup, but it's all good. It's all good. So, yeah, as you see, my camera's not on because I had an unexpected errand. So I'm kind of multitasking, but I want to jump in here with the gang. So, yeah, that's me.
Well, we appreciate you and you're recuperating because you've been on the road, right?
Woo, woo! Let me go back, right, and start my Saturday was with the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
Yes, this
When
was
I grow
their.
up, I'm gonna be just like Tammy.
I was almost in amazement, Jess. I had a moment like, wow, really? Yeah, my dear friend, sister girl, Antoinette Mitchell, her son Zaire, who's like, my nephew, invited me to come to the family and friends training day. This was the first day for their training camp. So yeah, we got, to experience all the special perks of being a family member of a potential Cleveland Browns. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode, but it was absolutely amazing. And then prior to that, I was in Cleveland. No, that was Cleveland. And I was in Philly, right, for a conference for our church's organization. So amazing.
Outstanding. Yeah, I Jessica, I'm with you. I'm gonna be like Tammy when I grow up. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, there's some recoup time. So guys, let's see, before we jump into the subject of the day, so a little bit of controversy flying around about. So Beyonce's new album dropped, and Jessica, I think you are still on mute.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you say yes. But yeah, so, and I listened to it. I'm a Beyonce fan. I listened to it. It's her. This is different, right? So
More
it
pop.
has a real party vibe.
Hmm.
This album, but also I think Kelis was a little disturbed.
Yes, I don't know like the full story because your girl just been busy here lately, okay?
Trying to have a whole life.
What?
But for the waves that I did hear about, police made a big issue about, I guess, like one of Beyonce's songs kind of like sampled her songs. And although she doesn't have the rights to her music, that particular song or whatever the case may be, she felt like out of common courtesy, Beyonce could have came to her because apparently
Mm,
one of her songs sound like her song. So
mm,
She
mm.
like,
sampled her song, so it doesn't just sound like it. Yeah, she used the sampling of Milkshake
you see,
on her song Energy on
yeah.
Beyonce's new song. Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those things, like
Mm.
do I have time to reach out to you about it when you don't own the rights to it? Or do I just go straight to the source, to the person who owns the rights to it so I can, do what I got to do?
Right.
Or do, out of common courtesy, respect my sister, like reach out to me and say, hey, I'm going to be sampling some of your music on XYZ. So,
Wow.
And we heard a lot from Kelis. I didn't hear a lot from Beyonce. I didn't hear anything from Beyonce. Tammy, have you heard anything? Have you heard about
You know,
this?
I think something just came out. I'm trying to think who was it that commented, and Beyonce's mother. What's her name? Come on.
Tina.
Tina. She was like what she said. So whatever, I honestly, I can't remember. I don't want to misquote the name of the singer or someone that was obviously saying something in support of Beyonce. So yeah, I heard a little bit about this. When Antoinette pushed it out, I'm like, yeah, I was listening to the issue about her having to remove the word spaz from one of her songs. I'm like, okay, I think they just coming for the B, because of who she is. So, hey, listen, Jessica, I was trying to get up to date. I will tell you, I'm so far removed from Kelis. I was like, is that Kelly? I couldn't believe it was Kelly. And then I'm like, oh no, that's an IS. So that's not Kelly. So then I tried to find the song Milkshake. I'm like, okay, but they removed that beat, right? From the song. So I don't think I heard the original one because I didn't hear the sampling. I'm like, it doesn't sound like
And
her
I
song.
want to say, beehives, please don't come for us. We just want to.
Yeah. We're giving our opinion.
So what do you guys actually think? Do you think like Beyonce should have came to Kelis and said, hey sis, I'm about to sample some of your music. It's gonna be featured on my album.
Well,
I just want to let you know that. Or do you feel like Kelis was tripping because technically you don't own the right to that?
tripping. I'm sorry. I think Beyonce is so far removed from, she has a whole team. I just think this is like, you know what, Khalees, I don't know where you land, but I'm sure it's not there on Beyonce scale. So,
But
yeah,
I
I just,
also want to say that's mad respect though, because Beyonce is a high caliber artist, right?
yes,
So she do have a team. And
Exactly.
so she's probably like, okay, she's about business. So
a
she did
business.
what she was supposed to do as far as go to the source of the person who do own the rights to it. And then
Yeah.
apparently she has respect and love for Kelis because she went back, even though she didn't have to, she went back and she changed the song. So that speaks volumes about Beyonce in my eyes.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
I
can I jump in? Oh, go ahead, Mom.
go ahead, Matt. Girl,
No, I was just gonna say in the conversation of, how Beyonce is always talking about how she's a feminist and all her music is always, geared to empowering women. It's just this could have been a perfect opportunity for her to big up, a artist who, has a history of kind of being left in the dark. Her public issues have already been known to everybody with her music and the rights to her music and stuff like that. That could have been a perfect opportunity for Beyonce to just be like, featuring Kelis or, pay her whatever royalty needed to be. That's an iconic song. Milkshake is like huge. It's just like, come on now, how hard, and like you said, she does have a team, so it may not even be more of Beyonce, but maybe just
Right.
her team. Like somebody could have been more thoughtful there,
Yes.
And
especially if they're trying to keep up with her brand of empowering women. And yeah,
And you know what, Antoinette, I actually respect that what you just stated, because who knows? She probably thought about that, and that's one of the reasons why she went back and changed it. We don't know. But all in all, she did go back and change it, which she really didn't have to do that. So
yeah, but even changing it is kind of just like, oh, you want to complain about it? Oh, I'll just take it off then. Why not just be like, oh, yeah, you complained about it. Okay, let me slide you some of these coins. I got endless coins. Like,
so you think she should have kept it on and just, threw some on the back?
yeah, I mean, when I think about us talking about coming together as Black women, she's another Black woman. She's an artist. It's not a whole lot of, super successful, female Black artists. So it's just like, but
I feel like we don't know what Beyonce was thinking, and we don't know what she did, and we don't know if her team did this or if they told her, okay, everything's taken care of. This is a go. Because to your point, she's very professional, and I'm sure she ain't messy like that. Well, she doesn't seem to be anyway to me. And I think, because we only heard one side of the story, we really can't say why she did what she did, or, she should have given her a call or she shouldn't have. She could have been told that Kelis has been, this is all clear. And I don't know enough about music to know that you can pay somebody royalties if they don't own the rights to music. Can you still do that?
I don't think so, because they don't have any rights to it. Like, it's literally somebody else's music at that point. So,
and so what I was hearing was that it was more so Pharrell that,
or at least a conversation, I guess. Maybe not coins, maybe just like she said, she was blindsided. She woke up and heard the album and heard everybody saying, oh, Kelis is on it. Imagine that as an artist, though. It's like
Beyonce could have been blindsided too.
Yeah, I
could have not known that Kelis didn't know.
I find that hard to believe, but maybe, I don't know. Milkshake is huge. Like, and Kelis, like I said, she's been in the media a lot, with her issues with having royalties and rights and stuff. It's kind of just like,
I think she kind of said some things about Pharrell too, like he.
Oh yeah.
Like it was done before.
Also, the one who doing XYZ. I was like, oh, Kelis is on one. Y'all done teed her off.
Wow. So Antoinette saying like her people could have called my people and our people could have got together. I really do. And Antoinette, I'm so glad you brought that out, because I'm sort of where Gail is. Y'all was like, Beyonce probably didn't know it. I don't know what Beyonce knew, and did we really think that she was at that level? But Antoinette's like, no. These are artists, and that song was so popular. And I'm just going by in the past. If you're looking at some of the music awards, it's like they all know each other's songs. I'm like, that is so cool. So with Milkshake, as you're saying, being so popular, it's highly unlikely that no one on that team knew what they were doing, right? But yeah, it would have been. I love that. It would have been so nice to say shout out to Kelis and who made this song pop. Yeah, that would have been
what
great.
We've done in the media now. Now it's a whole spectacle. Black woman versus Black woman yet again. Like, it's like this whole thing could have been a whole like beautiful thing. What if she even had her in a video or something? Like,
but what if Kelis would have went to, I don't know that she did, but she went to social media. Maybe that was the best way to get the attention, or the fastest way. But what if she would have said,
I think that's what's wrong with our generation too, though. Like, we go straight to social media instead of like picking up the phone, like, okay, girl, what's up? Or trying to reach, not to say that Kelis didn't do that. I don't know. But I'm glad that Antoinette hopped on and spoke about, Beyonce and the empowerment piece. She's representing women empowerment and things like that. And I think that's a great segue. Like, what does a empowered woman actually looks like? Like, what do they do? Do they not make mistakes? Do they, we can make mistakes and own up to our mistakes. And I feel like Beyonce, in her own way, kind of like owned up to it and said, hey, let me just change the song.
I agree. I think, and I don't know so much that she changed it because she thought it was a mistake, because we don't know. We haven't heard from Beyonce.
Correct.
Or is if
And I don't think we
let's
will.
not be messy. Let's not be messy. Let me just
Yeah.
calm you down and
Mhm.
make this little adjustment.
Yes, yes. So, in you guys' opinion, what do an empowered woman actually looks like?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? But I think Antoinette has really opened the door for this. Could have been a great moment to demonstrate and display, right, how we empower, whether it is, let's say that Beyonce, her team, or whatever, wasn't aware. Somehow the ball was dropped, right? And
Mhm.
then when Kelis came out, it could have been handled like, oh, wow, well, let's bring her on board instead of removing that portion or changing or whatever they did. Let's pull her in. So I think empowerment is also, it's about collaboration, it's inclusive, it's strengthening and encouraging and supporting, right? So one way, right, if I look at it from that side of it, instead of just saying, hey, let me just calm you down, let me pull you in this world. Or on the other hand, I'll just say this and then I'll be quiet. Kelis, could have, hey, this is like true respect. What do you say, Gail, all the time? What's flattery? Flattery is the highest form of.
Plagiarism is the highest form of flattery. Yeah.
There you go. There
Good
you go.
point. And that's what I said. Maybe sampling her song is a big up. This is my girl Kelis, who I think her music is dope enough to be on my album.
I like that point of view, Gail, because that's so true. That is that is so true. And I just feel like I don't want like for our viewers and people to feel like empowered women don't make mistakes. Like
Yeah. Yep.
I
Yep.
think the part where you own up to it, not to say that that situation was a mistake, but just to own up to it and say, like, my sis, she was right. Like, maybe I could have just reached out once I heard the sample, like, it's Kelis. Let me touch bases with her. But
Yeah.
empowered women, we make mistakes. We're not going to always get it right. But I think owning up to it and being true to ourselves and authentic and making it right is what makes us so strong together. Not
Yeah.
thinking it has to be perfect all the time.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think Jessica, that's just, resonating. Empowered women are human beings and we are not perfect, right? So we do make mistakes, but it's how do we come together, right? Do we come
Exactly.
back and apologize? How do we make this right? Because if you're hurting, then that's a part of me, right? If we're in this together, then what can I do? Whether it is, I don't know. How does Kelis, how do you feel now?
I think she was probably genuinely hurt behind it.
Right. But this, like, is that what you wanted? Did you want it removed? Or did you just want acknowledgement and inclusion?
I think more so inclusion, but she also made the statement that she was kind of glad that it did happen because now it opened up the door for her to talk about those things. As she stated, she should have been spoke about it, but she said it's so
Mm.
much that goes on in the industry that a lot of people aren't aware of it. And she was like, I'm glad that it's happening because now I'm going to be the person to talk about it.
And you know what was interesting too is Kelis saying Beyonce could have called her because of how close they are. They have a relationship. She could have called Beyonce. That works both ways. I feel like Kelis is being very emotional, and I think that's one of the issues. I mean, going to social media. Yes, social media is a big part of everybody's lives now, but even just to your question, Jessica, about what is empowering. So I just wanted to talk about my definition of empowering, or one of them, because I think there are many definitions depending on the situation, because like Brian always says, the situation is the boss.
Yes.
So for me, and I talk to Tammy about this all the time, I have a hard time abandoning tasks once I start them. And So from the outside looking in, people, consider that as a good thing because, like if I set a goal, it's more than likely I'm going to reach that goal. And I have like this, my vision board. I think you guys have seen it before, but it's a living vision board because I've been keeping it for years and I just add to it. And I check off the things that I meet, and like 90% of that board is done. So I write the plan, I write it, I make a plan, and then I execute. But a couple of days ago, this was Monday, guys, when we had this conversation about the podcast. And this was our regular meeting, right? How we were talking about the regroup, relaunch, all of that.
Mhm.
And what I immediately heard was, okay, we're about to go to Cabo and celebrate a whole year of doing our podcast. We rolling every week. And now we're talking about abandoning it. So that was a red flag for me. It was like, oh my God, we can't stop doing this. I don't stop. I achieve. So, I think I had to have some self-talk. I had to talk to myself. And I realized that I had to get off of that emotional roller coaster, which I think what Kelis is riding right now.
Mhm.
And I had to listen to the plan. And so once I did that, it was an amazing plan, and it wasn't total abandonment. It was just some tweaks. So, but I understood.
I was gonna say she resonated abandonment, and it's not abandonment.
Yes, but I understood I couldn't be so rigid and married to the plan that I'm not able to change the plan when the mission is staying the same. And Jessica, we talk about that.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
me,
there you go.
it's a long way around saying for me, empowerment means equipping people to be present and objective, to make decisions to be the best version of themselves, and to take action to meet their goals based on information and tools instead of emotions and feelings. And so I think personal development is wrapped around that a whole lot. But yeah, I to your question, I think that you have to take the emotion out of it, and you just have to be objective and
Hey, you just said something super powerful. Take action, and I feel like that's what Beyonce did. Like by changing the things, even though I haven't opened my mouth and said nothing, I took action. And action in my world always speak louder than words.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Gail, I think about my mother a lot because she was a pastor, she was a leader, and being in that position, let me say she was like our Beyonce, right? And things are happening. We're holding her, and we're the Gales. We have the vision, and we have the plan and the schedule. And what do you mean we're not going to do this? And she would pause and say, "Listen, I need you guys to be flexible." And it was like, oh, well, I thought I was flexible. As I check off this list, remember, Gail, we had those Franklin planners. We've been trained to be task oriented and to check off these items. And so I've learned that, right, to be flexible. Because listen, I'm not able to be on camera. And it was like, calm down, relax, things happen. And hey, we're still able to participate, not as you thought. So I can appreciate, Gail, everything that you went through, just with that example there, how we had to make a little shift, all right, but you have to have a self-talk. I think that's key. Self-talk, you guys, and that's comes with personal development, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
And
love
Kelis, now that this has opened up, now you have the platform to speak on those things that are going on behind the scenes, in which I think that she really, really wants to do that. But I hope that she does it too, in inspiring some other women, like own up to your thing. If she did not reach out to Beyonce or try to reach out to Beyonce's team, I hope she owns that and say, hey, I could have reached out, instead of strictly going straight to social media.
Exactly. So you have to respond and not react. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
Be
hey,
objective.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gail.
I was just going to say, be objective, and respond.
Yeah, but I just think about how powerful, right, is social media today. I'm telling you, not only did she get, probably her team, they may have been feeding her, or whatever. But fans, they even said, right, was on board. Of course, you have some that are pro Beyonce, some that are pro Kelis, but it is like, wow, the power of social media now. It really, we're in this era that, hey, if you really want to, get some
Yeah,
attention, yeah.
that's where we are. And just to digress a little bit, so Georgetown, I think Georgetown University and some other universities actually offer social media influencer as a class now. You can actually get
Wow.
certified for
Wow.
social media. Like that's a career now. I mean, I just think about back in the day when this was like, this
That's
is
so
just like playing a
crazy
game.
because when my son graduated from second grade, they had their little graduation. And then because of COVID and everything, we had to do it on Zoom. And so as he walks up, the teacher is, basically stating what they stated they wanted to be and all of that. And so she stated the first thing he said he wanted to be was a YouTuber and then a professional baseball player. I was like, I have to the pro. That's it.
Hey.
And she started calling other kids. And they started to say the same thing, like a professional YouTuber. And I was like, wow, this is really where we are right now.
People are making a living off of only doing social media.
Yes.
It's a new thing.
Amazing. Amazing.
And speaking of social media, listen, y'all gonna want to see us on social media when we hit Cabo.
Yes.
I'm so excited about Cabo, man. I'm gonna be a day late, but y'all don't party too much without me.
I ain't making no promises.
Woo woo!
I'm say I'll see you when you get there.
This is just amazing. And I'm just excited. I was talking to someone today. They were like, well, how many people are going? I'm like, oh my God, I don't know where. I know, is it 20 people, 15, 20? I don't know.
I think it's around 25 actually.
Wow. That's going to be amazing. We're going to have so much fun.
You're asking who coming and they're not coming.
That's it, right? Hey, what a way to celebrate, right? To end our season, to go out with a bang, and being able to just appreciate, hey, empowered women that have empowered women.
Absolutely.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it. Just do it again.
He ran behind her.
No.
I was like, move, and he was like, he threw his hand up, like, yay.
Come on, bring Bryce on. Bring Bryce on.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm excited too, Jessica. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yep. And you know what? This is really what it's about, right? This is, I think, a true example and demonstration of empowering women. I mean, because we know, like, we've had our moments, it's not, everything hasn't always been perfect, but we hung in there. And for me, that's what I really appreciate, right? It is just knowing that we're all true to ourselves. And listen, let's come back. We have to regroup. Yes, we might tweak a little something here and there. But come on, let's just keep it going. Let's keep building each other up, right?
Because at the end of the day, what do we have? Time is something we can't get back. So, reaching one and teaching one and just sharing and being in the moment, to me, is what it's about. Like this celebration that we're about to have is a celebration of us being able to share a platform and empower women. And now we're going to celebrate with those women that we're empowering to create even a bigger platform, to spread even more love, even more joy. So I'm like so excited about this. And I know it's going to be like explosive. Like the energy is going to be beyond.
You know what, Jessica, it's funny. I just thought about it. I'm always talking about measuring success. How do we measure whether or not we are making an impact? But to your point, when we talked about having this Cabo trip, some of our many of our community, they couldn't wait to get in the room with us, which
Yes.
in itself is a measure. It attests to how we have impacted people,
Yes.
because these women were so excited to get to Cabo with us and be in the room. Of course, we have all these activities thanks to Tammy. We have a whole and an itinerary. But yeah, just because those women are so excited to get there is a measurement of success.
Absolutely. And to be in the room with women that are part of all different walks of life, to be able to just learn from them, to sit and just learn from them, not us having to teach or say everything, but being able to actually learn from other people. So
Absolutely.
I'm just
It's
super
fair.
excited about it.
Yeah. It's gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna make sure we get plenty of content. So
Yes.
I don't know what Antoinette and Kanita are gonna do, what kind of magic they're gonna do. But yeah, we'll have plenty of content from Cabo.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm not gonna show everything, but
Tammy wrote in the chat, I'm back. Tammy.
Hey, you guys.
okay, Miss On Camera.
Oh my God. Yeah, things happen in life, right?
That
Well,
woman is glowing.
let's just say, yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm loving it. Loving it.
Yes.
So
So
yes,
what's some of your expectations over there in Cabo?
Say it again, Jess.
What are some of your expectations for Cabo?
Well, number one, believe it or not, I really want to just relax. I'm okay. I don't know how that's gonna happen because sometimes with my energy and I'll be so excited. So it's to me, right? It's still collaboration. It is, just connecting with the other women, and hearing their stories of what made them want to come. I really want to hear from them, and
yes.
just talk to the women, hang out. So just have fun, right? I'm just expecting it to be a great time. And I will tell you this. This is just a great example, right? There's the stay saying like women to say women, I don't do women. And I just think we are breaking that down. We're tearing that down.
Yes.
It's like,
That
what?
narrative,
Because I've always said, if you don't do women, then you don't do you.
pretty much.
I'm just
Thank,
saying.
thank you.
Title of the episode.
What you say, Antoinette?
Title of the episode.
Yes, I love it.
So yes. I'm super excited. Y'all ladies have anything else?
No, so did you guys define what empowering means to you? Was it in a part of the conversation?
Yeah, I think it was more so about basically you being your true authentic self. You're not stating that you don't make mistakes. You own up to your mistakes. You make it right. And all in all, just being able to love one another and grow.
Yeah.
I was about lifting each other, right? Supporting. It's just women to encourage. So yeah, I think it was kind of all embedded, intertwined in the conversations about, encouraging, motivating. And I love it. Jessica says, but we're not perfect. We make mistakes. And let's just, own that and still, hey, don't forget the saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right?
That's right. It's all about growing. And the only way to grow, when you make mistakes, you learn the lesson and you get bigger.
That's it. That is it.
That's it.
On a podcast, ladies.
Yes,
Whoop,
we
whoop.
did. Antoinette, do you want to say anything?
No, other than we got some background music, so if you guys want to talk it on our way out.
Okay.
That'll
So the next time you see us, we will be in